Hey gang, it's G from JTech and well,
Yo, dude,
how can I help you?
I'm just talking about the PlayStation 5, man. The PlayStation 5 is like the best console of all time. Have you seen how beautiful that thing looks?
That's cool, but nobody asked. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's got so many exclusives, and we like have PlayStation now, and you can play it on everything. It's the
I'm
PS5
gonna have to
Pro.
correct you there, buddy. The Xbox Series X is the best console of all time. How did you get in here?
I mean, it's a clear no competition there, buddy. I'm just saying nobody wants to hear you or anyone talk about the poop station 5. Did you see what the PS4 did the last generation? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but the Xbox One X was more powerful though.
Bro, do you know about Game Pass? Like, Game Pass is unmatched. You can play a bunch of games for so little money. I mean, like Halo, Forza, and Gears of War. That's unmatched. I mean, 15 teraflops on the Series X. Listen to all those teraflops. Yeah, enjoy playing that on your little fridge. Unlike your little jet engine. That's not a jet engine sound, that's a sound of pure power, bro. Yeah, that's the amount of power Zesco is going to need to run your little jet engine. Y'all are both peasants.
Bro, like where did you come from?
PC Master Race for the win.
Do you mind? I'm trying to play Animal Crossing here, please.
How did you even get on my bed?
Okay, can you just... Okay, please? Thank you. Yeah, let's talk about it. Hey gang, it's Jay from JTech and welcome to another JTech video. Apologies for that cringy sketch, but it's time for me to talk about it. It's been a year into building up to these two behemoth consoles. It's time to talk about it. You know, I haven't talked about gaming on this channel for a very long time, and this year we're about to see the 9th gen of home console gaming, and it's going to be brought about by Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. From my perspective, as someone who loves all versions of gaming, whether it be on a Switch, on a PC, or any version of the Xbox or PlayStation, I look at things for what they can offer me. I look at consoles for what they can offer me. I don't focus on raw power unless I'm trying to build my own gaming rig. But with what the PlayStation 5 and what the Xbox One X, or should I say what the Series X is going to bring, it's very interesting to look at this. Sony unveiled their gaming lineup, including exclusives, and there's just so many exclusives to talk about. I'm going to link a video in case you missed out on that, and everything looks so good. Of course, you have got the main exclusives like Spider-Man. The Last of Us just dropped and it came out with mixed reviews, but it sold very well, so expect that to pop up on the PS5 as a souped up remaster, and everything looked really good. Like, I like most of the games. I can't talk about each game individually because that's going to take at least an hour and nobody has time for that. So everything I saw from the Sony event really filled me with hope and promise that the PlayStation 5 is going to do great. And the fact is, Sony have come out with news saying that they've amped up production for the PlayStation 5 from 6 million units to 9 and 10 million units in order to keep up with the demand of people staying at home and playing a lot of video games during this whole global pandemic. And now let's switch to Team Green and Microsoft. A couple of months ago, Microsoft showed some game scenes from third-party developers, and many people were left unimpressed, but not me, because I knew that at the beginning of the year, Microsoft did announce that in July there was going to be a major announcement on the many games that will come out for the Xbox Series X, and these will be exclusives. The fact that over the last 2 or 3 years, Microsoft has been acquiring a bunch of studios to make exclusive games for the Xbox consoles is giving me hope that finally Microsoft can come to the table with fantastic exclusives that can compete with Sony and Nintendo. We're gonna have to wait till the end of July to see how these Microsoft exclusives will be, what they will be called, what they'll look like. Fingers crossed that Scalebound somehow comes back. I would love for Scalebound to come back, but that's just a pipe dream. But many people are saying that Sony has won the war for the second generation running, and in honesty, I don't see it that way. Of course, many people are saying Game Pass, because of Game Pass and because of Microsoft game streaming, you don't necessarily need to buy an Xbox, because if you already have a very powerful PC, you could just use Game Pass or use Microsoft game streaming, and you could simply download the games from the Microsoft App Store and you can game all the way without requiring a console, which means that the Xbox is a bit redundant. But I don't see it that way, knowing that not a lot of people around the world can afford a powerful PC to run such graphics at such high fidelity. When PC gaming has become such a massive business to the point that I don't think many people will invest in it, because it requires a lot of money to build a powerful PC to run such things. What I like about consoles is all the games that come out on it will be properly optimized and there will be no issues whatsoever. With a PC, however, you have to buy the latest motherboard, the latest processor, the latest graphics card, more importantly, and you have to suit that up at least once every 2 to 3 years. While with the console, you can buy that console for the rest of its life. It's going to run all the games smoothly with zero optimization. So when I see things like this coming onto the Series X, it's going to be very difficult to sway people who already have a PC to get a Series X, unless they want to enjoy the best of all worlds and become the video game avatar owning a Switch, a PC, PS5, Series X. No need to complain. If I had the funds to pull that off, I obviously would, because I love everything that they offer. So the PS5 or the Xbox Series X? Honestly, right now it's still too early to choose. As a huge fan of gaming, I'm a fan of consoles in certain generations, Each generation offers a fantastic console that just does so well. Possibly my favorite generation of gaming, the 7th gen, I feel that generation of gaming will be unmatched for a very long time, because it balanced online gaming with traditional home console gaming so well, and this is what I love the 360 for. It did both of these things perfectly. Of course, the PS3 started off on a bumpy road, but towards the end, it still outsold the Xbox 360. Ultimately, the Nintendo Wii won the revenue awards for that generation, but everyone honestly cared. For the first 3 years, after the first 3 years of that generation, it was all about Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. In the current generation that's about to be phased out, it's clearly been a PlayStation 4 landslide victory. Let's be honest here. Xbox One X is a fantastic console, and for the price you get great games, and I'm sure that it will still get a lot of games in the future for the power it has. And if you get an Xbox One X now, would you want to get a Series X? I don't know. There's not much of a generational leap, like how we got from PS2 to PS3 or anything like that. The generational leap from Xbox One to the Series X or PS4 to PS5 is as minimal as you could ever get, but at the end of the day, really, it depends on what you want. Personally, I would still stick up until we see what Microsoft says at the end of this month with the exclusives. Personally, I'm going to stick with the PS5, because the momentum the PS4 carried from 2013 onwards into this generation has been unshakable, and I feel like it might carry on to the PS5. I personally start buying the PS5 first, and then later on I might get the Series X, but at the current moment I would want to get a PS4 just to buy the time, because the graphical fidelity has been reduced to a point where the graphical leap from Xbox 360 to Xbox One was just as minimal as you could get. Only maybe textures and lighting was more advanced and more smoother on the Xbox One. So at the end of the day, it's like how it is with phones. It's down to personal preference, but you pretty much be playing the same things. Yes, the Series X can upscale to 8K. I'm hearing the PlayStation 5 has SSD speeds that might enable upscaling to 8K, but first of all, the world barely has 4K TVs, let alone 8K, so unless you're a high-end gaming enthusiast, sure. But, let's just see what happens with Microsoft, and I'm going to do a follow-up video reacting to the Microsoft event that's going to show the exclusives very soon. If you want to see that video, hit me down in the comments down below. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Before I go, once again, what console might you want to get at the end of the day? Are you going to get the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5 or are you just gonna be like me and get a PlayStation 4 Pro instead? You let me know in the comments section down below. It's been Jake from JTech. Talk to you guys next time.